All right, Antonita, here we go for your second strength training workout. We'll start off with the hip hinge or deadlift. Again, here's that 3 hops, stick in the hops. That just, again, gives you the distance between your feet. You don't have to do this every time. Again, you'll get it locked into place. Big thing for you, again, keep those hips high and back, and then keep the sternum lifted, keep the chest lifted. Again, the way to get set up with this is to really think about the kettlebell weighed 1,000 pounds, and there's no way you'd be able to pull it off the floor. That'll get the hips up, that'll get the chest up, and then again sending the hips back. You want that kettlebell handle to be to fall right in between the laces, right there at the mid of the lace, or the mid of the foot. Squeeze the glutes, drive to the floor as you bring the hips through, just standing straight up. The next thing we'll do is the kneeling pull down. The big thing for you here is to you want to keep your hands actually a little bit more pointed towards one another than I have here. I think that's going to help you out. But again, you want to squeeze those shoulder blades back down and then lift the chest, lift the sternum at the same time. Again, your pattern is going to be your shoulders going to want to come up and forward as you pull down. You want to keep them back down and in. And this is like I'm keeping my shoulder blade away from my ear, not forward and up. And that's just what your tendency is going to be, is to pull it forward and up. So I'll be there to view you, to watch you. The next thing we're going to move into is the step up. Big thing about this is we want to keep it as smooth as possible. I want you to really think about how smoothly can you lower yourself down, how smoothly can you drive yourself up. Keeping the knee and ankle in alignment, that's a big thing here, not letting that knee shoot in like it's going to want to do as you come up, and not letting that knee shoot in again as you lower to the floor. It's really those first few inches, like half foot or so off when you bring that back leg off the floor, and then again when you're about lowering it to the floor, where that knee wants to go valgus, that knee wants to go in. And again, you want to just really focus on keeping it right over that ankle. Smooth and in control. The next exercise we have here is basically, we have 2 exercises, right? We're doing that Mackenzie press, or dynamic cobra. I want your hands to be turned a little outward, so your index finger is pointing forward, right? You're going to squeeze your shoulder blades back down and in, and think about rotating the elbows in. It's basically an external rotation at the shoulder joint. Think about the elbows coming in towards the ribs as you press the sternum away. And again, I want you to imagine like you're lifting your sternum and the base of your neck out of your torso, right? So it's not just your chest coming up. The tendency here is you're going to want to roll the shoulders again forward, and what I want you to do is, again, keep the shoulders back down and in, and keep lifting the sternum, lifting the base of the neck up out of the torso. Again, this is going to help you do shoulder girdle stability, as well as building arm strength, your triceps, your shoulders. The next thing we're going to do is really focus on that shoulder girdle stability and core stability. So we're going to plank to down dog. Right, I want you to really create some a tension structure here. So when you push forward, you're going to really push through the feet, and almost like you're resisting through the hands. And as you push back through the hands, and almost resisting with your feet. That's going to keep your abs engaged, keep your core engaged. I'll do this. I did 5 reps here, and if I'm really pressing hard, it's exhausting. So again, I want you to really focus on pressing back through the hands, pressing back through the feet, and don't let those hips just drop. The next thing we're going to do is move into that half kneeling rotation. The key again here for you, knees stacked right over the top of the ankle. Keeping the shoulders, again, imagine the shoulders are glued to your torso. You want the center of the rope to be in line with the center of your sternum, like the center of your chest, your breastplate, the whole time. So you're rotating really from that thoracic spine, from that torso, and a little bit from the hip. Again, the half kneeling position is to put you into a little bit of a hip flexor stretch. Not much, just a little bit. And so again, we're moving at the thoracic, at the torso, not at the shoulders. All right, Antonita, as always, reach out if you have any questions. See you soon.